everybody, so this is going to be a very tough video to make. I feel bad about having to do this. I'm embarrassed. I am just the goofiest human being on the internet. But I have to man up. I have to make this video, and I got to be honest with you guys. I am selling all of my Prismatic evolutions, all of it. I am not holding any of it. I think that now, I've learned, guys. I now think that this set is terrible. It's going to get printed into the ground, and there is just no investment opportunity in Prismatic evolutions. I mean, guys, go look at these cards. They are crashing. The Umbreon, this thing's going to be like $200 in the next couple months. Like, it is just going to be cooked. Nobody's going to want it. The Sylveon, the Leafeon, all of these evolutions, they're going to zero. All these other SRs, the Roaring Moon, it doesn't matter that it was done by Shinji Kanda, right? Like, it's just pointless and irrelevant because Pokemon put out a press release saying that they were going to print the set into the ground. So clearly they are going to do that. And that means that these boxes are going to be worth nothing. I mean, look at this graph, right? I said back here in January, I think, January, February, March, whenever it was around 140, I said that this was going to be a good price to pay for Prismatic. 3 to 5 years down the line, you're going to be looking back and going, yeah, I mean, that's going to be good gains. But no, that's all false now. This is going to be a $40 ETB for the next 5 years. And you'd honestly be better off putting your money into Shining Fates. I mean, Shining Fates is almost $90 an ETB at this point. Massive gains on Shining Fates. I mean, look, the 1 year chart up 98%. You look at the 1 year chart of Prismatic Evolutions, it's only up 10.58%. If you bought all the way up here at like $140, you're down 30%, almost 31%, guys. What type of idiot would buy a box that they would lose 31% on? You got to be pretty stupid to do that. And hey, I'm figuring out now that I am just not that smart. I am not intelligent. I cannot interpret data. And honestly, I've just gotten super lucky, guys, with my investments. And Prismatic, this is going to be probably my largest flop. So that's why I'm selling now. I'm selling to someone at 69.69% of market value. And I'm going to be putting my money into what the experts believe is a better set, which is Shining Fates. And trust me, guys, this is the only investment you want to make. Every other investment is just terrible. And if you don't believe me, we're going to hear it from the man himself.
This is why I have not purchased anything besides the Destin Rivals blister packs that I just picked up last week for MSRP. I'm not overspending. I'm not buying anything. Haven't bought anything since November, guys. If you understand we're in an overheated market, you wouldn't be buying anything at all.
Beautiful, guys. Beautiful. And guys, that really was the play. I mean, like, if you bought anything from December onward, you are just straight goofy. I'm going to show you what I mean. So like unbroken bonds. If we go back here, middle of December, $730 USD per booster box. What type of goofball would buy it where it's now $1,800, bro? No, man, that's over 100% return, 700 to 1,800. I know the graph says 1,200, guys, but really, if you go look at eBay sales, 1,800 all day long. That's goofy, man. Like, who would want to double their money in 6 months? Team Up? You could have bought this for sub $3,000 in December. It's now selling for over $6,000 on eBay all day, every day. That's just goofy, man. Sword and Shield, Chilling Reign up 74.2%. That just isn't worth it, man. Like, there's just so much of this out there. There's billions and billions of Chilling Reign booster boxes. Like, I don't know why you would be buying these. Silver Tempest, 82.4% up over the past 6 months. Like, if you were buying these in December, what were you thinking, man? Evolving Skies booster boxes. Look, Evolving Skies, I mean, this was at like, what, 7x MSRP? You'd have to be pretty fucking stupid to put your money into Evolving Skies. It's now over $1,800. I mean, that's just pure luck, guys. It's all just hyperinflated. Nobody's actually opening Evolving Skies. Like, look, if you come over here and you look at a 30-day average, look how many packs of Evolving Skies are being opened. 11.4 million packs. No, that's just straight cap. Nobody's actually opening Evolving Skies. Brilliant Stars, 102% up over the past 6 months. That's cap too. Like, there's no way these are real prices, guys. Brilliant Stars, probably by like honestly December of this year, it's going to be $150 again. We're going back to MSRP. There's just so many boxes out there that when the recession hits, the world starts to burn. Everybody's going to be rapid selling their booster boxes. Astral Radiance up 118%, bad investment as well. And then Fusion Strike, I mean, up 152% over the past 6 months. You could have bought this in December for like $300, $350, depending on when you bought it. A month later, it was already $500. But clearly the play, guys, was to recognize that back in late November, early December, we were already in a hyperinflated market. Everybody's over leveraged with all of these products. All these boxes are going to go to zero when the credit card bills are paid. Sure, you could have made 150% on your money. You could have sold your product very easily. You could be up massive. But no, the smart thing to do was clearly to hold on to your money. Don't buy Paldea Evolved. Don't buy 151. Don't buy Paldea Fades. Don't buy Crown Zenith. I mean, Crown Zenith almost up to $170, guys. Gee, I wonder who saw that coming and looked at the secondary market data and realized there's barely any out there. And look, the reality is, being serious, I'm not selling any Prismatic, and I'm sure most of you guys that have an IQ higher than room temperature understood that. But the unfortunate reality is, I kind of have to make this video because there are a lot of people that actually watch these sociopaths on YouTube that are just completely bearish and knock everyone else and genuinely believe some of the stuff they're saying. And I know most of you guys actually look at the data and try and get a better idea of what's going on. The reality is, some things probably are overpriced and you are going to find better deals in the future, especially Destined Rivals. I think Journey Together will come down. Some people think Prismatic's going to go lower. I don't know. But we've said this all the time on the channel. Just always be in a position where you can buy more and you can dollar cost average if that happens. But if a set is good, if a set is very strong, if a set has a total set value higher than Team Up and Evolving Skies, it's probably not going to end up being the next set that looks kind of like this, where the top 5 chase cards are worth $120, $130. And look, I do need to address this because this is a non-TCG's Poke Pack Destruction Tracker tool, whatever you want to call it, because I did talk about Evolving Skies, 11.46 million packs being ripped over the past 30 days. And this is assuming that only about 10% of cards get graded. So even if you thought it was somewhere near 100%, right, and you divide this number by 10, that's still over 1 million packs being ripped per month for Evolving Skies. Prismatic Evolutions, that would be 1.5 million packs in the past 30 days. Even if it was 50%, right, which I think would be ridiculously high, that's still over 3 million packs getting ripped in a 30-day period. And I know some people want to dress up on the internet and cosplay and just say that they're trolling, but the reality is a lot of these people really do believe what they're saying and think that everyone's just sitting on cases and cases of ETBs and booster boxes and all of these other things like 3-pack blisters and sleeve boosters, but none of them can actually go deep and explain their reasoning as to why. And I can only speak for myself, but I've already done multiple consultations where I've talked to people who are planning to invest hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars into Pokemon, and that's just a tiny percentage of their overall investment portfolio. So if you really look at some random person on Reddit who might have like 100 ETBs and you believe that that's all just leveraged on one credit card, even if that were the case, to extrapolate that out and to believe that this entire hobby is based on people over leveraged and that if a recession comes or if these people need to eventually sell their product because bills are due or they need money, I personally just think that is misguided. But as always, you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think. I bought more Prismatic Evolutions ETBs last night. I picked up another 6. And hey, if the time comes 2 to 3 years down the line where this does turn into Shining Fates 2.0, I'll be the first person to admit it because the reality is, I don't care about being wrong. I've been wrong tons of times before. Obviously, it doesn't feel great to be wrong and to get predictions wrong and to know that people probably invest based on what you recommend. But the reality is getting things wrong is part of life. And the only way you grow is just by admitting your mistakes and learning from them. So that's what I'll do if the time comes. Either way, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys are in the spreadsheet, because apparently I'm just a hyper shill, right? I'm selling all this stuff. So I might as well shill in this video a little bit. If you guys are in the spreadsheet, I did the Sword and Shield update, also did the One Piece update. This was the first week for One Piece. I added in auctions and I did an average sale price. And then for Sword and Shield era, you can take a guess based on what you think are the booster boxes that are moving. There are a couple that, again, are in striking range of making a leg up. You can probably figure that out for yourself. But hey, you can go check it out as well. Links are always in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.